Hey everyone, welcome. I am so excited that you're here and you're able to be here in this class today. For those who don't know me yet, my name is Jess and I'm the founder of Non-Techie HQ, where I help entrepreneurs and creative launch and grow their online businesses without all the tech overwhelm. Here we believe in keeping things simple, actionable, and stress-free so you can focus on sharing your gift and serving your people. Today we are going to dive into Google Business 101. Before we jump in, let me know in the chat where you're joining from and what kind of business you have or you're planning to launch. I always love to see who's here and where they are, and it helps me tailor examples to you. So go ahead and drop that in the chat now while we get started. Okay, so now hopefully YouTube has sent out a notification and we can get started. Okay, so welcome to Google Business 101. My name is Jess. I am a software developer, podcaster, and online business teacher. I have been in this space for about 16 years, and I love helping non-techies get over the obstacle of starting their business. Everyone assumes that everyone knows technology and how to navigate the different platforms and tools, but I know firsthand that's not true. As the go-to tech and business person in my circles, I always say no question is truly dumb, and the answer could be life-changing for the person receiving them. It could be something as simple as taking the time to teach them to send an email or accomplish something that they have gotten stuck on during their time in trying to build. I navigate my business, Non-Techie HQ, with this in mind, which is why I provide multiple mediums for learners, as not everyone learns the exact same way. And they don't know what they don't know. So that's why I am starting this series of lives to go over the essentials that every business owner needs to know for their business. So you can find us on almost all platforms under at Non-Techie HQ. So our mission here at Non-Techie is to help beginners launch online businesses with clarity and confidence. Since I've started this business, I have helped over 20,000 entrepreneurs launch their online businesses in different industries and in different niches. If this is your first time here at Non-Techie HQ training, we help businesses launch. We help them get the clarity and the confidence. My ultimate goal is to help as many people as possible build sustainable, scalable online businesses, no matter their background or where they are in life. We are in a time where people are starting to come close to retiring from their main job, and with the climate right now are looking for other things to bring in additional income while they are retired. And the biggest obstacle is how to get that done. That is where Non-Techie HQ comes in. We are an education and support platform for non-technical entrepreneurs. We believe that technology should be accessible to everyone, and that is why we provide the resources and support to help them confidently navigate this digital landscape and build those successful online businesses that we need. No matter if you have worked in retail your whole life and you're looking to build a business in a service space, making that transition is not easy. And with so much information online right now, people don't actually know which way to go. And that is where we want to come in as the help for them. So if you find yourself in that space, you need to know what to do, how to do it, what you need for your business, what you don't need, how to get started. We have a essential new business toolkit that goes over all of the tools that you will need to get you started for your business, such as phone, email, website platforms, and it is essentially give you everything you need to get started for the things that you need, the foundation of your business. So everything past that getting started point is going to need some additional information, like the name of your business, your phone number, your address, and who you service, where you service. So this gives you that nice starting point to start building that foundation, especially because of things like our class today. You will need those certain things like your phone number, an address for your Google business page. And you're going to see there's some information that you're going to repeat throughout. And your phone number, your address, your business name are always going to be the next one. Your email address. If you want a branded email address where it is contact@businessname.com, in that toolkit, it does show, and you can get that down in the description of this video, and it should be a pinned comment, and that would allow you to get started. So for today's class, of course, we are doing Google Business 101. And in this class, we're going to kind of go over why the Google business is essential, how to set up and optimize your profile, and how to know exactly how to use it to get found and build trust. This Google business page is essential for your business, no matter the stage you're in, whether you're established business or you're just getting started. It's going to take some time for it to be completely verified. So why not start with the right foundation? Now, if you have never heard about Google Business, then it is a free business listing on Google that helps you show up in local searches and on Google Maps. This is also used for voice voice search. A lot of people are starting to utilize voice search, and you want your business to show up for what they're looking for. If you don't show up for what they're looking for, then customers will never find you. Or if you don't have a Google business profile, they won't find you. So on this right-hand side, you'll see how the Google business profile will show up. It will have your business name, some of the information for your business, and that little panel shows up each time your business name is clicked on under the maps, or as a result, it'll come up for what they're searching for. So you want to make sure this information is correct and connected to your business. If not, then they will not be able to find you. They will be able to find you, and they won't be able to contact you. And you'll look like all of the thousands of other profiles that have no information. On this left-hand side, you'll see when you're logged in for your business page, there's a section here that shows different pieces of the Google business page where you edit your profile, you can look at performance, you can set up ads, sell products, and all of these, if you click it, it'll take you to that part. Here is a little news and ways to optimize your profile from Google, and it's showed to you, not to your customers. So your customers won't see any of this, only you. And then we have where our business pages are actually showing up underneath this information. So our the Yelp page, we have Thumbtack. These are all different websites that connected to our business, and that is what we want to see when our business is searched. So why does this matter for your business? First, you show up in Google search, Maps, voice chat for free. This is not something that you have to pay for. This is an organic piece of the puzzle. Each part in marketing, there's the organic free and there's the paid advertisement. You want to take advantage of your organic because it doesn't take anything from you except a couple of moments to set it up. Next, it builds that credibility and trust as customers who are looking for the services that you provide can see that your page is updated, that it has reviews. Even if you don't have reviews, you can send a link to get reviews from your previous clients. So just like somebody's looking for a restaurant, you're going to go through and look at the restaurants. You're going to see what's close to you first. Second, you're going to see what the reviews are. Have people review this? What does it look like? What does the food look like? Look at your menu. If they're looking for something specific, that menu is also an optimization point that allows you, the customer, to see your business first. Then you make it very easy for people to find, call, or visit you. If you have that brick and mortar, it's very easy to get directions, and they're in front of your business. It is very easy for them to hit call you to get any information that they need. And the visibility of it gives them for being able to even know that your business is a thing. It's here. It's something that they can come and see. It is something that you care about because you created this page and you added the relevant information needed in that part. If you don't have a page, then they can't find you, which then you have to rely on a lot more paid advertisement if you're not doing a website and SEO. So this Google page also acts as your digital storefront. Even if you don't have a website or right now, then it acts as a mini website that people can trust. When people search your name in Google, you want everything related to your business to show up, and you want it to be cohesive. This is why branding is important, using the same type of fonts, using the same covers, making sure your website is set up, optimized correctly, that your social links are there. And without leads for your business, you can't run a successful business. So your Google profile is an organic way to bring in these customers and see relevant information for you and have it working for you. Everything on here ties into Non-Techie HQ. The images, the products, the descriptions, the links, the website, the sublinks in the website. These are all things that are fueling our kind of digital storefront before they even go to a platform. We're being found on Google in various different mediums, from video to post to our website. So you really want to focus on making sure that you're taking advantage of this. If not, you are leaving money on the table. You're leaving leads out there going to other businesses. And if you are providing something that is very specific to a certain amount of people, which is a niche, if you are providing that and you're the only one in your area, they're not going to see you at all. They're not going to have any link to you, especially if they aren't using social media. So if you are primarily using social media marketing, that is the only way. And you know how many people are on social media. So stepping out and setting up this Google profile and feeding into the Google space helps to have everything come together. Now, one thing that Google Business has been around for a long time. And there are some misconceptions or myths that are spoken about it because of where it started. And Google Business has definitely evolved since then. So no matter your business type, you can be on Google Business. So some of the ways that I hear, with Google Business is it's only for a physical shop. It was true. It is no longer true. You can do service areas and you can have almost like a virtual business to allow you to list your business without giving away that address. I need a storefront. You can hide your address. So you don't have to have a location to provide Google to put in front for your clients, your potential clients to see. You now can list a profile without your address being visible. And the last thing that I always hear is it's too complicated. And it used to be, and now it is very straightforward with a step-by-step setup. They have really streamlined it. So we're going to get started in getting with this Google Business Profile. So when you come to the Google Business Profile, you will see this page. If when you're on here, you're able to scroll down and there's different areas. So you're able to add essential information like your address, hours, your phone number, and website. You can share photos and logos and show who you are as it lays with some of the identifiers, which we'll go over soon. You can create post offers, events, respond to reviews, and even answer frequently asked questions so that your customers can view this while they are looking at your business and they see that you care, you're answering. So from that same Google profile, you can accept the food orders, do delivery pickup, based on who your website platform is with. You can be found for what you sell through the Google Merchant, which you can list your products for free, and they will be connected to your business profile and shared across Google. You can also offer services for them to request quotes or even going ahead and booking an appointment with you. A great part of the Google Business Profile is that customers can find you. They can find your business and you need to know how. And they have a great analytics set for that to be able to show where they're coming from, what they did, and if they ended up taking any action on your business page. So after that, it's just some testimonials and then some step-by-step what to do, and then some links here at the bottom. So here you just claim it. If you have your business already listed in Google, but you don't have that profile, you can claim the profile, and I'll show you how to do that next. Then you will personalize it with your hours, your photos, other details to get discovered. And then you can manage your page going forward by sharing updates, responding to reviews, and connecting with customers via chat. And they can email you, which is why that email address, their branded email address, is important, because that also adds another level of trust with your business. If I go to send you a message and you just have a @Gmail page, I am less inclined to send you information or to even send you payment if you don't have a email that goes with your business. So that is a great way to make sure that they are talking to who they're talking to, and you are your business. You have a business and not a piece where you're just getting started and you're not really trying to get that stuff done. So from here, we'll click start now. And if you have an email account with Google, then you can sign in. If you don't have an account with Google, then you will be able to create one for your business. So here, this is the first step. You have your business profile, which you're going to start with your business name. You will start to type your business name into this box, and as you type, each letter is going to pull up a list of other businesses based on what you're typing. So this is a way to claim that profile if you already have one in the business. If you already have one in Google, you will be able to select it from here. I put it in and I see that there is no business at that name, which is great. So instead of claiming a profile, I will create a new profile for this business. So I will go through. If that is, I'll click create a business. If not, I will click the business name. Then I have a business category. Now this is a nonprofit, but as I type each letter, you'll see that a list will come up. This is where you want to get very specific on your business and what you do. If you're a notary public, there's a notary public profile, you can add to this later, but be as pinpoint as you can. So if you're a restaurant, but you're an Indian restaurant, then make sure you put the Indian restaurant. If you are a Mexican restaurant, you want to make sure you put that in because people are going to search for Mexican restaurants near me. So now here comes that myth. Do you want to add a location customers can visit, like a store or office? You can say yes, and you'll be able to put your address in. For this, I'm going to say no. I'm going to make this kind of a virtual online only business. You can change this later. You can add an address later to show up on the maps, but we're going to click next for this one. And it's going to ask me, where do I serve my customers? Here you can do it by county. You can do it by city. And you can also do it by zip code. And if you don't have all of these things, that you have like a list of locations, you can do a radius map and pull in all of those. So you just copy and paste them in. But you want to put at least one area that you service. So I did the county, in a city, and then a zip code. So I can update this later. I could change these out if I need to. So I'm going to click next. And let me see. Yeah, Cook County, Chicago, 60411. Yeah, so I'll be able to update these later, be able to add more, and I'll click next. Okay, then contact details that you want to show. We absolutely want them to see the website. And if you don't have a website, you can add that in later. Here, I'm going to go ahead and put the phone number in. If you have a phone number, you put that in here. I advise you to have one or the other. You're going to want to have some information. So let me get the phone number and click next now that I have that information. Now it's going to ask for your mailing address. So it want to know that you are an actual business and this address will not be visible on, it won't be visible in the Google profile. So it will only be used on the Google side. So if they want to send you ad credits or they want to send you updates, notifications, then they will do that to your mailing address, not put it publicly. So you can verify this later, but I'm going to go ahead and put this in real quick, and then I'll come back to this page. Okay. Now I am at the verification, so I could do a phone code, an email code, or do a business video. And then more options is that I could verify later. So for the phone code, they will send you a code on the phone number that you sent. They'll email you at the email address that you put in. I'm going to do phone and a text message, and then I'm going to wait for that to come in. And there we go. Okay. And then I will verify. And that is, it'll let me know that I put in the information, and then up to 5 days, they will verify this. Now, this doesn't mean that you can end here. You're going to finish putting in those foundational pieces for your business. So the next thing will be your business hours. So you can do a 24-hour format, or you could do between times, and you just toggle these on for the days that you want to have your hours. I'm going to put 24 for them. And if you wanted to do a time, you can turn them off, turn them on. You can also mix it up where you can have a set of time. You can also add 2 sets to where there's like a break. And you can continue to add hours from there. And then I'm going to turn that back to 24, and then we'll click next. So now we have our business description. This will be in the profile. So this will be shown to customers. We want to make sure that this accurately describes our business. So I'm going to copy and paste that in here, and I'm going to format it, make sure that is formatted correctly. And this is another aspect that you can update later, but you want to put something in. So now we'll add photos for our business. I always like to add the logo because, once again, going to the brand piece of this, I want them to be able to see it, identify that it's me. And even across the board, be able to see me on social media and such. They know that this is it. So you can add your photos. This is another area that you could update later. So I have my logo in. Let's see if it'll let me add another one right now. I might add it later. Okay. It will let me add, but I can't find it. So I'll click. Okay. Now we have a credit. They like to give these advertising credits. If you spend a certain amount, then you get a certain amount. If you want this, you can click "Can't claim your credit," and that will give you your credit for your ad account. Now that will go into an ads, the Google Ads, where you could go through and update those products and run specific ads for your business, like the service and such. You can also skip it. So now it says your edits will be visible once you're verified. So we'll go through that verification process. Now, while this is going, this verification, I'll click continue, and this will open up the Google business profile for me, my business. As you see, I have the name, and it says it's not publicly visible yet. I have my service areas, this top half, all the information that I put in is here. Now, in this edit profile is where you could go through and update and edit the information that you put in. You want to make sure your description is optimized for the services or products that you have. Making sure that those keywords are in the description, but written for humans, not for computers. Keep that in mind. Excuse me. So you're able to update your name, your category. We can add in the date that we opened. Click save. We also have our phone number. You can add chat, between a text message or the WhatsApp. You can set that up here. Your website, if you need to update it, is here. There's your business location. You'll see no location. Service area, these are the areas that we service, and this is where you can edit that information. Here's your business hours, and your special hours are typically holidays. Like we have Labor Day coming up, so I could click the review and I could have it set for what hours we are available. Or if you have a different set of hours, you could do that. You can also mark it closed, and that goes for all holidays. Then we had add more hours, where there's little categories that you can add, like breakfast, brunch, delivery for your business type. Some things may not apply to you, but they are there, and sometimes they change. Some things are added to it. So next is the more section. From the business, this is where you can put what you identify as. So you'll click yes for the ones that you are, and you could go through and update it to no and mark no for all of the ones, and click save. Typically, you could put just the yes, and it will only show what you identify as. Then this shows if you are friendly to LGBTQ plus or not. And that is all of your business information here. This is where you'll be able to see and update everything from your business profile. So you want to make sure that business category is optimized for the type of business that you have. And now you'll see, like, we could still come in and narrow this piece down for this business, depending on what it is and what it offers. We want to show up in the category that is most relevant to us, our services, and our business. As you see, like we do the Indian and the Mexican, they're all here. There's more options here now that you're in the business information piece, but it's here. You can also add additional categories now. So you make sure that you are categorized under the things that are relevant for you and your business. Whatever they are searching for and whatever you match with, you want to make sure that you're coming up as. So we have everything that we need here, and we will go ahead and update our social profiles. This is another reason why branding is so important, because I know these URLs by the back of my hand. So, and it makes it very easy to just copy and paste it over to a new format because it's the same handle. So I could put in all of these social profiles, which will also show up on our Google business page, which connects our social to our Google. That is another way that we can connect with our visitors and our potential customers through social media if they are there, but they have not connected to us. So this is where your information is. So whenever you come through, you'll be able to update the information here. There's another, when you're in this process of verifying, you can update that. I'm going to see and make sure there's nothing else that I have to do real quick. I think it's just, okay. So they want us to, they gave the option to do the business video, but nothing else so far. Like, one thing, Google, they will tell you what they need is to get done. So here's your reviews. Once we're verified, that's where our reviews will show up. For our photos, this is the one that I uploaded, but now I can add more photos here and be able to drag and drop like a header image in. So I'm going to update. You can add as many photos as you want to your profile. The more, the merrier. They are going to be able to see it. You want them to see it. I'm going to add the logo in the logo section, because then it will show up on the profile in the little circle. And then I'm going to add that cover photo in. It will probably be, we'll see. But if you want it for these dimensions, we'll go over that tomorrow in the co-working space to get your profile up. So there is our photos. So that is done. Now we have updates. So you can add updates, add an offer, add events, and all of these you can do once you're verified. But this is where you will go. It won't change. You have performance. This is how people are finding you, how they're doing. So these are your products, where once those products are listed in Google Merchant, then they could go over and your Q&A. So here in this section, it gives you a little cards for you to go over and make sure that you have all of this information in, and any updates about your Google business page. So now they have a add address autocomplete, so that when customers put in their shipping information, it is putting in the complete address to kind of cut down on issues with that. And you could click get started and go through the process to get that piece set up for your business profile. So now that's the section. And we have our photos, so we can see here they are. All of our information is in. You want to put as much as possible, because once this populates and is verified, then that little panel on the right hand side will reflect your business. So we want it to look as professional and as optimized as possible, so that when people land here, they get what they need. So here are your notifications that you can receive for your business page. So you will be kept up to date with what's going on with your business page. Like, you want to check your emails. Then we have adding a new business profile. Your business profiles help and support sending feedback in terms of service and using the Google business profile. So that is how you set up that Google business profile. And if you are in the space where you want to get this done for your business, I am having a co-work session tomorrow at 1:00 Central Standard Time, where we set up and launch your Google business profile. We'll go through any questions that you have for optimizing it, for updating it, how to launch it. If you run into any technical issues with it, even the optimization, like what category should my business be in, what keywords should I add to my description, we'll take the time to actually work through each person's business. One, it allows you to see what others are doing and get some ideas for your own business. If you run through issues, then you're there to ask questions, share your screen, and get the answers you need so that it is completed. And this organic piece of traffic is able to work for you instead of against you. So if you want to join me for the co-work session tomorrow, you can click the product below, and for it, it will say co-work with Jess to secure your spot, and you will receive the email to that link to come into tomorrow and join me as we launch that Google business profile for you and your business. I thank you so much for taking the time to learn with me. If you did this with me, let me know in the comments that you got it done. And as the comments have rolled in, there are, you should have an answer now. If not, I will continue to answer in that, me and my team. And If you are watching the replay and you have questions, then please do not hesitate to put them in the chat, because I will continue to answer them. And next week, I will be doing another live. So please like and subscribe so you can get notified.